Hey Trek Stars, I'm back and Merry Christmas to everybody. I thought I'd take a break this week from travel vlogging in order to come on here and talk to you guys about the best gifts for people who love to travel like me. So if you have any travel lovers in your life, you definitely want to watch this video, as if you haven't gotten anything for them for Christmas, I'm sure a lot of you guys are like last minute people. Most people I know, including myself, haven't even started our Christmas shopping yet. And so you probably have been thinking, if you do have people in your life who like to travel, maybe if you like to travel, you know, maybe you're thinking about what you would like, give hints, subtle hints for what you want people to give you. There's some handy things that I absolutely love having when I'm traveling, and I definitely can't be without. So without further ado, here are the 5 gifts for the travel lover in your life. So number 1, a travel adapter. And I actually have one right here. So as you can see, these little guys are very handy, especially if you travel internationally a lot like I do. Like for example, in the back here, you can see it quite clearly now. There's 3 different types of adapters here for different countries. This is the European universal adapter. It has like the 2 prongs here. This is the shorter American style adapter, so when you go to America. And here is the UK adapter. So all of these countries have different plugs that you need to use. And as you can see here, my UK one is broken here. I don't know what happened to it. I was using it not that long ago, the European side, but for somehow the UK one got broken. So I'm going to the UK actually in the next couple of weeks, and so I need to get a new one, or else I'm not going to be able to keep my electronics charged. And you know me, I'm a vlogger, you know, I'm constantly on my phone, I'm constantly using my camera, so of course I need my power. So these guys are a really, really handy gift to give to people who love to travel. They're very useful. People lose these all the time and they break. As you can see, the plastic is really not that high quality on this one. So these are definitely worth giving to the people in your life who love to travel, so they can always keep their devices charged when they're on the go. And these are actually very inexpensive now. You could probably get a good travel charger for, I think, you know, $20 or $30 these days. So you definitely want to do number 1, the travel adapter. The travel lover in your life would be very happy. Okay guys, that brings us now to number 2. So the second thing that I really think that travel lovers in your life will love is receiving new carry-on luggage. Especially if someone's an avid traveler or someone who has to travel a lot for business. We always have to have our stuff with us on the plane, and you know, the airlines are starting to become stricter and stricter about what you can bring with you on a flight. The baggage fees for checked-in luggage is now astronomical, as many of you know. And so now everybody is trying to have to get everything, all their essentials in their carry-on. So definitely it's important to have a good carry-on. Now, I'm not going to recommend any specific carry-on companies. They have good carry-ons for every single budget. But if you know that someone travels often and is away for good periods of time like I am, I really do strongly suggest that you give them a 2-sided carry-on bag. So as you can see guys, this is my double-sided carry-on bag, and like I said, like a lot of carry-on bags only have like one side here and then you can close it, but I insist on having a double-sided carry-on bag. Usually I put my clothes in, actually I put my clothes over here on this side. And it'll fit, I usually roll up my clothes. So this will actually fit, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 or maybe even 6 days worth of outfits. Like I wear a lot of dresses, and you know, I do capsule wardrobing when I go abroad, but that's another, that's a subject for another video. And I also have in the front here, I can put some shoes in there. I used to put my house shoes in there, and also I can put some little toiletries and some other things in this little top compartment. Over here is another side that I normally, when I take low-cost flights, I put my handbag in this side. Some of these airlines are getting so strict when they only allow you 1 carry-on bag. And when they say 1 carry-on bag, they really mean 1 carry-on bag. No personal item, no laptop bag, no handbag. Everything has to be in your 1 carry-on bag. Of course, this differs from airline to airline. Some of them still do allow 1 personal item, but a lot of them, especially the low-cost ones like Ryanair, EasyJet, Transavia, etc., European low-cost carriers, they typically are very, very strict. And normally they want you to pay more now if you bring more than one bag into the cabin. I'm not sure, but because of that, I definitely need that two-sided carry-on bag. So what I normally do is I put my clothes in one side, as I just showed you. I put my handbag in the other. I close it, and once I get through security and through boarding, I can, before I sit down, I can open it and then take my handbag out of the right side, and then I can put my handbag under my seat like I normally do. So definitely two-sided carry-on bags for your travel-loving friends and family. They will probably need the extra space, maybe unless they travel for business and they're only away for a day or two, then the one-sided bag is okay. But I literally live out of my carry-on most of the times. So definitely two-sided carry-on bag is definitely necessary. So yes, like I said, there's many different brands that you can go through online, from the cheaper end to the higher end. But I definitely suggest getting something sturdy, as you're constantly putting your carry-on above and you're taking it down and you're, shoving it through the x-ray machine, through security, and so it gets a lot of wear and tear out of it. My previous one broke after less than a year. So definitely get something sturdy. And one more tips I can give you for carry-on bags is kind of avoid black. Like, as you can see, my carry-on bag, if I was to lift it up here, it's kind of green and white kind of thing. It's green and white, so definitely there's bags, like this in places, but you won't see a bag that color, everywhere. So it's definitely better to avoid black, because so many carry-on bags look so similar. Most people just buy black, or if you must buy a black carry-on, put some kind of sticker or something on it. I don't recommend buying high-end carry-on luggage like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Chanel, because as you know, those brands are widely popular, and you have a high risk of getting your bag stolen. So definitely get something more plain Jane, but sturdy enough to last more than a year, and sturdy enough to carry pretty much everything you need inside it. So yes, so that's number 2. A good carry-on luggage will make the travel lover in your life very, very happy. Okay guys, this now brings us to number 3 now. Moving right along. Okay, so number 3 in the list is for your travel lovers is definitely tablets and e-readers. These are must to keeping yourself entertained, especially on long haul flights. I don't really understand what's going on with a lot of these airlines these days. They're getting rid of a lot of their in-flight entertainment. Like, for example, they used to, most of the times when I would fly long haul, and behind every seat there would be like a touch screen that you could touch, and you could have games on it, you could watch movies, you could watch series, you could listen to music. And now what I'm noticing that more of these airlines are removing these from their seats, and they're just putting USB ports back there. So now I think they're expecting people to bring their own in-flight entertainment with them in the form of an e-reader, tablet, phone, and etc. So definitely a tablet or e-reader is a must for the travel lover in your life. Most people who travel often, like I do, we don't have a lot of space in our carry-ons, as I just showed you. We don't have a lot of space for books and for lots of magazines and things like that. We're pretty much traveling with the essentials, and then that's about it. So basically a tablet and an e-reader is so convenient, because we can get our movies on there, we can have our games, we can have our music, we can have books, and we can have lots of different things on our tablets to keep us entertained for those long haul flights. Now, I'm not really an advocate of children having a lot of screen time, especially young children, but in this case, on an airplane, definitely the kids need something to do, especially if it's a long haul flight. They get antsy after a while, and they get bored, and sometimes when they get bored, they get a little bit loud, they get a little bit fussy, and that can make other travelers on the plane quite miserable. So it's best to have things to entertain them between the time that they're sleeping and the time when the plane goes up and comes back down, just to make sure they have something to do. And for even the people who are children at heart, we definitely don't want to be bored. Some of the times we want to be productive, we want to read something, we want to just entertain ourselves on the flight. And since these airlines are not being agreeable anymore, their MO is to keep the costs low as they can and to put as many seats in the plane as they can. So they're taking in-flight entertainment out, Therefore, you have to come up with your own. So definitely a tablet or an e-reader, and there's so many of them out there. The Kindle Fire is really good. Of course, the almighty iPad. There's just so many of them that you can buy for every budget pretty much. So, wow, my television just came on by itself. This is like a ghost in this house, I think. I don't know what's going on in this apartment, but the television tends to come on by itself, as you can see behind me. I don't know what's going on. I don't have Siri, I don't have Alexa, I don't have anything like that, but I don't know, maybe there's some voice command function in that television that makes it come on by itself. Okay guys, I'm gonna turn off my TV and then I will be back with number 4. Okay guys, I am back with number 4. Let's hope the television stays off this time. Okay, but number 4 is a travel water bottle with a filter. Now this is probably number 1 on my list. I don't have one yet, but I am looking to get one this Christmas, hopefully. I understand the need, since I travel a lot, to reduce my carbon footprint in other areas, reduce my consumption of plastic, and etc. And to be honest, a lot of places you can't go and drink the water. There's different organisms and things in the water, maybe some bacteria in there that our bodies have not been accustomed to, being from a different climate. So while the locals sometimes can get away with drinking water from different areas, sometimes it would make us sick because we're not used to it. So most of the times people have to buy bottled water for their entire trip. And I don't really think this is the most eco-friendly way of traveling, but of course we have to get our fluids. So now they've come up with a lot of different types of water bottles that people can travel with, and they have their own filter. Some of them can even filter, I think, up to, I don't know, over 1,000 liters of water before you have to change the filter. So definitely I'm gonna look into this for next year. Or when I go abroad into places that the water's not safe to drink without it being filtered, in order to try to be more eco-friendly when I travel. And there's a lot of them now, they work differently, and they're not so expensive anymore. I mean, now you can get a good one for like under $100. And I definitely think it's worth the price, because think of the plastic that you're going to be putting in the environment if you don't get a water filter. So definitely, I try to be as eco-friendly as I can when I travel abroad to kind of offset my carbon footprint as much as I can. So definitely a travel water bottle with a filter is a must for the travel lovers in your life. So do their part to help out the planet and reduce waste while they're traveling. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to number 5, and this is always useful, is to give the gift of travel. So what do I mean by the gift of travel? So the gift of travel, either you can book a flight for someone in your life, or if you're not that close to someone where you have their personal information that you can get online and book a flight for them somewhere, is to give them a travel voucher. Many companies have these gift cards now, like many airlines have gift cards now that you can buy and gift them to your family and friends who love to travel. And there's certain monetary amounts that you can pay for, and then you can gift them to your friends, so when they get ready to book their next trip, they can use your voucher and then they can pay for their trip. This is definitely very helpful. I usually pay for my own trips, but there have been times where I have received travel gift cards from other people, little vouchers here and there, and they really do help, especially if you use one airline on a frequent basis. If you have your favorite airlines, it's awesome to get a travel gift card from those, because you know that you're going to be using them, you're going to get a lot of use out of it, and will help you with planning your travel in the future and funding your travel in the future. So definitely number 5, but the most important would be the travel gift card. That would be the perfect thing. It'll definitely put a smile on your travel lover's face. Okay guys, that's all for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this video helped you figure out what you're gonna get for the people in your life who love to travel. And if this video has helped you, please feel free to subscribe and like and leave me a comment. I would love to know what you guys love to give for the travel lovers in your life, and maybe some gifts that you have received in the past that helped you on your travels, or if there's any other ideas that you think I should know, any other great gifts out there for travel related gifts out there that you think I should know about, please let me know in the comments. And once again, please like and subscribe if you like my videos. Next week I should be coming out with my trip to Bruges. I'm going to be doing a vlog on that. And then after that, I'll be coming out with my travel takeaways in 2019 and travel goals in 2020. So be sure to stay tuned to this channel, turn on your notifications so you'll know every time I upload. All right, Merry Christmas, you guys, and I shall see you out there. Happy travels, everybody. Bye.